All right, y'all.
Why? What happened?
Nah, he got all these.
Oh.
Yeah, my Organite's OP. My Organite is literally OP. The only thing that isn't OP about my Organite is that it's not in the shape of a fucking pyramid like everybody else who makes fucking Organite. You know what I'm saying? Not shitting on them. I just wanted mine to be a
Yeah.
little different.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
gonna
your
make
own
I'm gonna make
design?
pyramid. I'm gonna make pyramids too. You know, like
Yeah.
I didn't want pyramids to be my foundation of Organite.
Yeah. That's messed up though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. He run. He run.
somebody shouldn't make their mind or up of something if it's not hurting them.
I don't know, man. Like, yeah, Kulu and World News got in his head, put some spells, put some voodoo spells on him. Man, my homeboy, he did some funny shit earlier. I'm gonna let him come out with that shit though. I ain't even gonna talk about it. That shit funny. He gonna post that shit. I hope he already did. Who was it? Who was it?
Mm.
I'm trying to remember who the fuck it was. Who was I talking to? I don't talk to a lot of people, so I don't know why I'm forgetting.
I was about to say, why you want to remember that?
Yeah, like, I don't talk to a lot of people, so I'm just getting people mixed up. Who was that who did that fucking? Nigga, that shit was funny, nigga. That shit was funny as hell, boy.
The way he made like a post or something.
He didn't make the post. He showed. Oh, it was soccer mom. It was soccer mom.
Yeah.
He just like showed me the two comparisons of these two people, and I was like, what the fuck? That looks like the same person. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh.
And what was so weird about it was that like the difference between the two people was that one was male and one was female.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. This is all weird though, and I
Hey
just
man,
don't
I'm
understand it
standing.
all.
Hey yo man, I'm standing strong. I ain't no bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
You see they scared to bring me on their platform.
Mm. I have no clue. Did they even go live today? I don't think so.
Nigga, all the lies that they spreading, bro, they probably just trying to see how it reacts to people, nigga. Like,
Yeah. I just want everybody to be peaceful. I just don't get the unnecessary
I
drama.
don't understand why people are demonizing my fucking Oregon when all I'm trying to do is help them within the frequency war that we're in.
Yeah.
Pin my cash app so if anybody want to show me they still fuck with me.
Mm.
Shit, if you fuck with me, shit, I was low key. I was actually thinking about doing a giveaway for my old one that I wore. This one,
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing a giveaway for this one. I don't know if I see that enough people fuck with me, I will.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I just right now I think people just don't know what to believe.
They need to believe in themselves, fucking idiots.
I mean, it's not really like believing in themselves, just things that they saw over there, like pictures and stuff and
Pictures of what?
screenshots.
You talking about like the picture of me on Nature Boy's panel 3 years ago when I figured out who the hell he was?
Yeah, that, and I guess you still talking to the other dude, and
Why not?
I don't know. Yeah.
Nigga, they made me talk to Why Not. I was
Yeah, I
running the
know.
fuck the Why Not campaign.
Yeah, but I think that's just what the issue is. I'm starting to think. I don't know. I really don't know because it just came
It's just a
out of the
bunch of
left field.
idiots making up shit about somebody because they're bored and they saw that the nigga that they were making fun of was making more money than them, and them niggas. I don't even know if Kulu has a full job. Probably not. He don't seem like the type of nigga to hold a job.
I don't know. I have no clue.
I was casting spells last night, nigga. I was just getting on. Like my intention was pure, but like nigga, like I was listening to fucking Nico Devil's Karma.
Yeah.
I was just live listening to that shit full blast, smoking, just like. Yeah, nigga, like Aniko says it all in the situation that I'm in. Aniko
Yeah.
says it all. Not even Jesus would forgive you. You want every wanted poster, and that's why hell has got your number.
Oh Lord.
What the fuck is going if Frieza was black? Ah, this nigga done did another one. I'm gonna watch this with y'all real fast.
In 1939, an international organization headed by John D. Rockefeller decided. This is
Okay, calm down. One Punch Man is one of the biggest anime of all time. Saitama becomes a hero for fun. After just 3 years of training, they can defeat any enemy with just one punch. One Punch Man the Strongest is an official turn-based RPG that follows the anime storyline and is voiced by the original Japanese voice cast. The game is licensed and fight against the big boss lord Boro. Plenty of strategy involved. The time is right once where you and your friends will be able to get over 50 draws, as well as other rewards, including an old hand. And don't forget to use my promo code.
All right, here we go.
You did it, Dad.
All right, Goku. That's what the f*** I'm talking about. Taught him a lesson.
The way you had that spirit bomb in the air and shit.
Gohan?
And then you brought it down. It was like...
Gohan. All right, that's enough.
And then when it made contact with his ass,
Okay.
it was like, wow.
Gohan, you gonna make me smack you!
His little badass needs a whooping. My new theme music goes so hard. He's back! Yes, I'm back. And I'm black.
And I'm black.
You can say I'm back in black. I don't like the sound of that. Wow, really? Really?
Buddy.
Oh, come on, guys. I didn't mean it like that.
Okay, Krillin, answer this question. Would it be better if he came back white?
Well, this black form's stronger, so technically it would be better if he was white.
Oh,
right?
no! You think you know somebody?
Just because it's white don't make it right, Chris.
Now, hold on. Wait a minute. So, Frieza being back is okay with you guys? I'm happy he's back. Yeah, me too.
Black lives matter, Krillin.
There's nobody to speak on my behalf. I've kept this form hidden for that very reason. Although it's my most powerful form.
Someone said, why he look like a male stripper?
To escape discrimination.
Oh, come on!
Here we go again.
He was pouring his heart out, Krillin.
It's gonna kill us, you idiots.
If he was gonna kill us, would he have a basketball in his hand?
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe I was wrong. Frieza, buddy, you wanna play some ball?
I'm sorry, but I don't play ball.
I hoop.
My ankles! If you were just a little bit more accepting, you would have got your ass crossed. He's right, Krillin.
Yeah, and he didn't break our ankles because Frieza knows that we real niggas.
Go on!
Daddy, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Go on, why would you say that? You know only damage can say that.
You know, like that can say nigga.
Breaking everyone's ankles today. Stop this, Frieza! You're not Allen Iverson!
So because I have braids and I'm black, I look like Allen Iverson to you.
Huh?
You're saying all black people look alike.
No,
Give me your ankles.
that's not what I meant! Yeah!
They so west in the light.
Hey. You a buddy though. Hey.
That was pretty funny.
Hey, that nigga. Hey, I like how they made Krillin. I like how they made Krillin look racist. Crossed that nigga over and broke his ankles. Yeah. Why he look like a male stripper? I don't even know. He did low key look like a. He did look like a male stripper. He looked like a transsexual dyke stripper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like God damn! I wish I had some weed. The message from Sticks. The messages from Sticks. What?
What
I'm missing
messages
that.
from Sticks?
I don't know.
Who Sticks?
I don't know. Man, maybe you talking about Stacks. I don't know.
Oh.
The messages from Stacks don't prove anything. What are you talking about? He just like y'all gotta understand that like Benji and Stacks are like they're literally like traitors to like my movement and everything that I'm fucking doing. They're literally ops to my fucking purpose now. Do you understand what this means? Them niggas don't have any fucking intellectual ingredients on how to do what the fuck I do. The reason why I give niggas my information is because it fucking confuses them. I don't give them fucked up information. I just give them information and I know how the fuck I say it. I say it intellectually, I say it elaboratively, and I say it descriptively. And niggas can't take that because niggas don't have long enough spans what is my point exactly? Niggas don't have memory spans to fucking know what the fuck I'm talking about. My point exactly. It happened to me just now. My point exactly. But nonetheless, in conclusion, niggas and flies. Why niggas and flies? Because niggas in disguise. Why niggas is in disguise? Because niggas love to lie.
Good what?
You never heard of the saying niggas and flies?
No.
Niggas and flies means that all niggas are the same. They ain't gonna change.
Okay.
All niggas are the same. Niggas and flies. Why niggas and flies? Because niggas in disguise. But why niggas in disguise? Because niggas love to lies. See how I did that? The ending, that niggas love to lies.
Mm-hmm.
They don't love to lie. They love to multiply lie. To chaos. Do I know that dude? Solitude to chaos. It's an interesting name. Drinking on that mate. You done fucked up when you. Hold on. I went in. Chief Live. He said I'm playing both sides. I don't see how. I'm cool with everyone. Shit, I'm cool with everyone too. Until you cross me like a motherfucking.
A motherfucking what?
I was thinking of an entendre.
Yeah, I'm cool with everybody too. I don't got no beef with nobody.
Yeah. But when niggas fuck with me, my craft, my purpose, then you become an op. An op.
Oh Lord, does that mean I'm one? Let me stop.
Do you oppose Organite?
Go fuck organize. Say no.
Low key, that sounded funny as hell coming from you. No, but do you oppose Organite?
Well, no, I can't say that because I didn't get one. That's why I said it. But people who have one, there's some people who saying it and some people not. But now I'm cool with organize.
Why you say that? Watch my hands.
This is I come to the lives to seek knowledge and build, not drama. Goo, he should have been your op.
Why should he have been my aunt? You knew why I
You
said.
say you know why I said that.
I told you yesterday. You didn't read my comment. Well, maybe you should come up and express yourself verbally, my boy. Or female. I'm sorry if you're a female.
You always saying my boy, and you know that's a female.
Why you say it like I knew he was a female? Like you making it seem like I was being some type of way. And I just like automatic. Girls may say automatically just say female. I'm a boy. I automatically just say boy. What's good, my boy? I'm assuming she's talking about Benji and them, right?
You said you didn't read my comment. What comment? The goo he should have been your app. You gotta let us know. You got too many apps now.
Hey, Goo.
Just want some watch. Hey, what's up? No.
What's up, Mo? Basically, what I'm telling you is you should have been blocked him. You know for a fact that he been talking about you. He even came on your live and talked about you, Goo.
Who?
I'm talking about why not bum ass. What I'm saying to you is
why not?
when you recently was on his live, when you left and Wise was on his live, he was talking about you after you left. He called you Goofy. Block his ass. I don't even know why the hell he even be on your live or even trying to build with you or not. He's fake, bro. And I know for a fact, yeah, definitely you said things about him, but why is he on your page trying to build with you if he know for a fact you talked about him? Both of y'all had words. You get what I'm saying? Both of y'all said what y'all said to each other. But he continuously keep disrespecting you in your face and behind your back. It's dumb. We all are grown out here. Block his goofy ass, Goo. He shouldn't be on your platform building with you at all, Goo.
Low key, like I didn't got to the point where why not? I don't even like wasting time with that nigga because that nigga he don't have no knowledge. The knowledge that he says he has is just what's that shit called? It's just rhetoric. It's just like shit that everybody knows.
Yes, it's definitely what everyone knows.
Yeah,
but this is the thing that I'm saying. I don't like the fact that he's attacking people for being on other people's lives. Don't he be on everyone's
I
live?
laugh at Nick. I laugh at people who laugh at me. I laugh at people who attack me for being on other people's lives because that's a form of them trying to dictate what the fuck I'm doing.
Boom. So who the hell is why not to dictate anybody for following anyone? He follows everybody that he call a op.
Right.
And then he blocks people and talk about them behind their back and then unblock them because he feel that they're talking about him. So he want to hear what they talking about.
Yeah, true.
Everybody should have paid attention to him by now. He's a mess.
Yeah.
Period. He's a mess. If you choose to go listen to his teachings, fine, whatever. But his personality, him himself, he's not cool.
Nothing to teach me. Keep that.
I'm talking about the people in the comments, whoever that's looking at his live, learning shit, whatever. You can learn whatever you don't know, fine, research it. But other than that, he's not the one.
Nah, I remember somebody saying in Mother's Live about he might be one of those brothers from the fraternity, one of them pledging niggas.
Amazing.
Amazing what?
No, it's just amazing that I'm trying to pay attention because his master teacher is Malachi Z. York, but Malachi Z. York is in the Walking Moor. But he doesn't express about Moors. He doesn't express about religion and stuff like that. But this is your master teacher. Your master teacher know about his nationality. How come you don't? You still identify yourself as a black man. But I'm just trying to understand how you could put your master teacher out there because you got one, and you trying to downgrade people that you think that don't have one because he tried to tell you the same thing, that you didn't have one. And you clearly told him that you do. And they knew me, and I am a woman. I'm not a man.
Nah, but that shit funny. Were you there that night where he was saying that his master teacher is greater than my master teacher? And I was like, bro, there's no fucking way that your master teacher is over my fucking teacher. And he's like, well, my teacher, and he did some long introductions to Malachi Z. York, and I was like, well, that's cute. Yeah. And he just looked. Malachi Z. York got his shit, and that's the fucking son, nigga. Don't tell me. Like, I know how to interpret light code, nigga, and there's 3 different ways to interpret it. There's actually 4, but the 4th way is the shadow language.
He's up with some of my crack jokes like a dude.
What is cracking jokes like a dude?
I don't know, but whatever.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, Nubian. That shit's stupid as hell, boy.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
If anything, I could say that you hop on people's lives like a female, but I ain't gonna say that, ain't newbie.
No, but like, why would you say something stupid as you crack jokes like a man? I'm like, what?
I mean, he never heard my voice before. I mean, he looking at my picture, but that's my brother.
I don't care. That's just a lame comeback for like rhetoric. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine if he said that in public around people and how everybody would react towards him?
Yeah, they will all look at him and tell him shut up. Nubian, you funny though, but you need to be careful though. You're a warlock. I mean, I'm surprised that why not even cool with you. To be honest with you, you could put a spell on him today, tomorrow. You probably already did.
Okay. Spirit means breath. I wish he was. I wish Heavy was up here. You feel?
No,
I ain't go to
said
college.
he said before he. I don't know if you guys heard. He said his battery was going. If his battery was going dead, he would be back. He said he's coming.
Oh, true that. True that. I actually.
All right, y'all. Welcome to Lunch Day with Teacher Babe.
I actually been trying to get up and get a build in with the guy, you know, because
wait. So when people get the mixing, and I'm not saying when people, because I'm still studying and I'm still figuring shit out for myself. So when people relate spirit to one of the astral bodies, is that a misinterpretation?
I wouldn't say so. Your astral body relies on soul, and the physical body relies on spirit. But soul is inside of the physical body as well. So as I was trying to explain to Heavy, he said, what happens when you stop breathing? What happens? Well, what happens is you die and you don't have a spirit. Once you stop breathing and you transition, the soul returns back to the solar system, which is the sun. You feel me? As above.
So is the spirit a finite?
So
is it a finite, like a
real quick? I'm finna make it real quick. Soul means sun in Latin. You have an inner soul and you have an outer soul. That soul is synonymous to your mind or consciousness. So your mind is like correlated directly to the soul. Soul and mind being the same thing. Spirit is breath. Once spirit leaves the body, the spirit or the breath will evaporate.
Anyone?
All right, y'all.
Just be a smart man.
For their kid. Like, I could do shit like that, but I'm not. You feel me? I was just giving a small example. I could keep going. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that type of person. They want me to lash out like that, and I'm not gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all ain't got nothing to say to that. That was too heavy, huh? Too heavy for you? Too heavy, huh? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't go on here slandering people. It's easy to slander somebody because nobody's looking at your whole life. They're only looking at what you show them. So you can make that shit fucking bend to somebody. You can make that thought bend. You feel me? What I'm saying? Like I could say that y'all know y'all didn't see Benji work one day the 6 months that his wife was pregnant with his baby, and then when his wife had, like, I could go so deep because I know a lot, but I'm not. You feel me? I could make y'all niggas be like, oh shit, that's who we were fucking listening to, and the nigga over here just trying to give us organite to help us in the frequency war that the UN is declaring on the people. Oh shit, damn. But you know, some people are just stupid enough to just listen to what a nigga said, create hype about it because they're bored, you know.
Yeah, that's true. You could, but there ain't no need to do all that.
I'm not. I just I
Yeah.
just said one thing. I could have went on and on,
Yeah. Just keep it
Yeah,
peaceful
you
on your
could.
side. Just keep it peaceful on your side, right?
Let me go get this to my mom real fast. Ooh.
But that's what made me unfollow his ass. He kept going on and on and on about fucking Simone. Like, shut the fuck up, bruh. You keep talking about a woman, bruh. That's some goofy weekend.
My feed.
Shape up what?
All right, y'all. Welcome to Lunch Day with Teacher Babe.
This is how you handle a judge.
Mike, move on, bruh. Don't you got goddesses that you gotta worry about? Don't you? Did you just get a new girlfriend? Like, come on,
I'm on
bruh.
my own platform. Yeah.
Man, there's all this goofy shit and nobody's saying nothing about it, man. Just talk your shit. Fuck you talking about? Fuck y'all scared of him or something?
Mm.
Crazy as
Like
shit.
I could say, like I could go on and on about Kulu, how he got a mail-in fucking bride from Africa, and
Oh,
how he he got a mail-in bride from Africa. Yes, he does. He 100% he does.
Even though he said he don't, but he do. Damn.
Yes, like I don't care what spell he put on it. Oh, it's just without. No, nigga, you have a mail-in bride from Africa. That's what you have. They just put a pretty name on it for you, so you wouldn't feel embarrassed on what you were doing. You
But
feel me?
guess what the African dude had told him? He said that they scammed him and he still didn't believe. What's his name? Fiddle? No. The mechanic. The mechanic told him that.
oh, did it?
Told Kulu that he got scammed.
Oh, yeah.
Cause he
Yes.
know mechanic is a freaking African, so he know.
Damn.
I died. That was on Benji Live. I was dying.
Damn.
And he
So
still defended that he ain't buy her.
Africans be scamming Americans to marry their kids so they can pay for them so they can get money for it.
I guess to scam them to come to America to get a green card. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I should have knew that. I don't know why I didn't put that two and two together. I don't know why I didn't, because like, oh my god, oh obviously, yeah. I don't
Because
know.
I
Like
don't know if the
oh
African
shit.
man or woman that gets married, I don't know if they get money too, but I know the American
Yeah, they
does. But it's some
pay
type of scam going on.
price.
Huh?
I say, ain't it called like a bride price? I think Africans do the same thing.
Or something. I don't know. I don't know who's winning at the end of the day. It seems like to me both of y'all winning because the American is getting the money and you getting from where you at to come here. I don't know. Maybe you getting your cut too. I don't know the process.
America gets a money because it's not money. They get population. So if she comes over here, she gets a social security card, which has a trust in it now. She gets all this other shit. They have children, they get it too. And basically, Kulu has to pay like what do you pay like 40 grand out of his pocket to get his mail-in wife? I don't know.
Amazing.
And so the Africans get their little 40,000. America gets a new being to open up a trust for them to have that money to move around and shit in stocks. So really the only nigga who losing here is Kulu because he's stuck with the weight of the woman. No offense to females, I'm just saying the reason why they do that in Africa and other places is because men are they have like certain genetics where they can't have a whole bunch of males. You know what I'm saying? They'll have like a whole bunch of females, and they'll be like, "Damn, what the fuck do I do with all these females?" And then they'll like, not sell them, but flaunt them off to rich men in return for goods and shit like that. But they still be like mama and daddy and shit. It's deep.
That didn't really work.
Oh, why is it keep removing her from the live?
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's how they work though.
You said what?
I said I don't know if that's how they work though. It might. I don't know.
No, there's different ways. There's so many. There's indigent servitude. There's a mail-in order brides. There's the little tribal things where like one person from one tribe, another tribe, and the tribe's merged. There's so many versions of it. It's not just one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he ain't scam.
Damn, Instagram playing with me. It's probably because I've been going on a lot of people's shit on here. That's probably why.
Yeah.
I used to post a lot of truth, so they hate me right now.
Life that make up air.
You highly vibrant and is still active even outside of this time.
Right. And so I highly disagree. I highly disagree, and I would say you actually, with all due respect, bro, I would say you got to count it backwards, because spirit will exist as long as this time exists. Spirit doesn't die. It is once the spirit leaves, the breath leaves the body, it evaporates back into the atmosphere, becoming the atomic levels of light. You feel becoming a part of
it. And that's why I'm saying, like,
let me ask this question because y'all know I'm gonna forget. Chief, so if it evaporates back into the atomic life, okay, what is connected to the atomic life? Because the thing of it is that what created the atomic life is this very thing that created spirit, which is the very thing that created breath. So when it goes back into an ascensional state, because what you're saying in science is that it moves from a density in an ascensional state into the gas form. It goes back into the ascensional state from where it descends. So if it's rising back up into the ascensional state or the place of origin, what is the next level? Because because atomic is still connected to a value. What value is that atomic aspect is connected to after it goes back into the atomic aspect of being? So if you say it goes back to the atmosphere, okay, so who created the atmosphere? What created the atmosphere? So if you're saying that it migrated back into the atmosphere,
Instagram, or the heck they want to transform to be,
or a chipmunk, I don't know. I mean, like,
or whatever. But they keep pushing this agenda, which is dumb as hell.
Down, what created that?
With oneself to be able to realize what is that move Seem like she's adapt.
I was going to come
Source.
in certain spaces, I would still be waiting right now. If I was waiting for my mate to agree with me, I may just be waiting still.
Still might be waiting.
Reality is created.
Right.
Exactly. If you didn't exist in this atmosphere, it wouldn't exist because you wouldn't be here observing it or even experiencing it.
But what is the connectional value at an ascensional level? Because there has to be to even be descended, right? There's still a connectional value for us to ascend back to. So which from where we come from, there we shall return. So there, to me, what you're saying, that there's a disconnect, there's a separation or a limited.
You see, yeah.
Okay. Remind you is God, woman, man, and children. All right. That's the way of the world. That's the way of the world. Okay, people. Just to remind you.
So would that mean? I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna.
But the atomic atom, does it really die or does it really dissipate? It doesn't. It transforms into something else.
As far as the soul. So this is why I say the spirit is infinite. To be infinite is to live forever. To be eternal is to be everlasting. So the spirit will live forever. You feel me? As long as this time exists. But once this time is up, the spirit's time is up now. What makes the soul different? Your soul comes from the solar system. You feel me? And the sun that governs this solar system, you have an inner sun and an outer sun.
But you know what, baby? You saying the same thing. Let me explain. Let me tell you why you're saying.
Real quick though, Goddess. Real quick so it can make sense though.
Okay.
You have an inner sun and you have an outer sun. Now, when the soul leaves Earth and leaves Earth's atmosphere and goes back into the solar system where time don't exist, this is why I say the soul is eternal, because time don't exist out of space. The only reason we have time is because of the sun. The sun gives us our minutes, seconds, and hours. The moon gives us our days of the month, and our months give us the months of the year. So the sun is the reason we have time. Once we leave Earth's atmosphere and the soul returns back to the solar system, it's back into its eternal space. You feel me? And that's a deeper conversation because we got to go. I mean, what happens to the soul when it goes out there? I can dive deep on that, but you feel me? I just want to clarify that the soul is eternal because the soul returns back to the solar system where time don't exist. You feel me?
But there's no that part. There's no dispute about the connectional value of existence. I'm thinking that I think where the disparity comes in is saying that you're saying spirit is dead, and how can spirit be dead from the very?
I'm not saying it's dead, Goddess. I never said it's dead.
Okay. This man said there is no time and space.
I never said it's dead, Goddess.
Okay, so all right, so let me. Okay, so what? Okay, because I want to get clarity. That's my big
yeah. So the spirit once you die, the spirit exits the body and returns. The breath evaporates back into the atmosphere, becoming a part of the atomic levels of life and probably going through that another cycle.
Right. So it doesn't, but it still has existence. It's still present.
It's infinite. It's infinite, and it will stay infinite as long as this time exists.
Okay.
Lord Jesus.
Okay. So this is the thing.
Put this interview up. I mean, put this live up. Make sure you post this live. You better post it.
Nah, brother, don't do that. I think the main thing we have to do is try to find something that's similar to the arguments. Like the arguments is good because good knowledge come out of the arguments.
No, I'm not gonna. Time is based, whatever. Y'all understand? Listen, I'm hearing niggas say that time don't exist in outer space. I'm hearing niggas say that our sun created time. I'm like, whoa, I can't do this too though. Now the conversation's way over here. Now we ain't got basic science.
It's many different perspectives. Like you'll hear some.
There are definitely many different perspectives.
Do I need to clarify why I say the sun created this time for people that's not privy to this information? Because I thought this was pretty common, but everybody ain't got this intellect I see, and it's very basic. The reason the reason this time exists is because the sun didn't create all time. It's different suns in different solar systems that govern different bodies, solar bodies.
But you just said in outer space there's no time.
I'm talking about when you go outside of this sun's atmosphere. You feel me? When you leave Earth's atmosphere, you feel me? Time don't exist outer space. Only when you go into a solar body. Now you know how big the universe is. For example, you have a universe which is multiple galaxies. Then you have galaxies, which is multiple solar systems. You have solar systems, which is multiple planets. So this is what I mean. So in between those spaces, this is where like time don't exist at. Black holes are in between these spaces. You feel me? Time don't exist in a black hole. You feel me? The only reason time exists here is because we have a sun. The sun gives us our seconds, minutes, and hours. And this is ancient knowledge. They use the sun dial. That was the first clock, the sun dial. You feel me? That was the first clock because the sun gives us our time. Without no sun, we would be timeless. It wouldn't be no time.
The sun dictates. The sun dictates.
You say what's this?
You saying that the sun negates spirit basically because of the time construct of the sun, right? So
exactly.
The sun negates.
Now
the sun.
What's a lunar? I disagree.
So what's a lunar? So what's a lunar calendar? What's a celestial calendar? What's all the calendars that we use in native history that had nothing to do with the sun?
Okay, I'll break that down. So a lunar calendar is, first and foremost, I already said, the sun gives us our minutes, seconds, and hours. The moon gives us our different days of the month.
But so
you use the moon. So the moon is creating time.
Okay, all right.
I see what you're saying now.
We can say that's time too.
I think now this is and family, let me tell me what I'm wrong. I think that the sun is just the sun, right? It's an energetic value, and I think the story that went along with the sun was that it was a projection of time, which was a storyline. I think that the sun is far much more significant than the mediocrity of time, which doesn't exist. If you understand what I'm saying, right? Because I think that was a deceptional story to deflect us from the true purpose of the sun. Now, yes, it makes sense because we've been moving in a time construct for so long, and they had to associate it with something, right, to give it some sense of relevance. What's the word? Relevance? Is I said right? Relevance.
Well, Chad, why not is schooling me? I didn't learn that time doesn't exist in space. I didn't know that the sun created time. I didn't know that the spirit was breath. I didn't even know that we died. I didn't even know that there's a such thing as death. Our ancestors taught us something different. I didn't even know that spirit just breaks down into anatomical particles. I didn't know these things.
It's a lot of pseudoscience going on. They ain't gonna understand.
Heavy. Don't watch the comments. Don't watch the comments. But don't watch the comments, baby.
Hey, but why not say it?
So when we talk,
I get what he's saying, because when you talking about the sun, why did they change time when daylight savings? I kind of time 12 o'clock when the time sunset. Time is.
So
it goes along with what Divine is saying. If you listen to what Divine is saying,
you feel me? How I know the sun gives us time is because the sun, you feel me? You can know what time it is in the day by the different rotations of the sun. The sun setting at different degrees, and then we have different days. So as I was saying, the sun gives us our minutes, seconds, and hours. The moon gives us our days of the month, and the constellations gives us our months of the year. You feel me? So this is what he's saying, like celestial calendars, lunar calendars. I already know all that. You feel me? Those lunar
Okay,
calendars give you the
see,
months, the days of the month.
Everybody here that's been listening to you, we have heard you say, I'm not the only one that's heard you say that time don't exist in space. I'm not the only one that heard you say that the sun is how we did. Wait, time out. Just let me finish. I'm not the only one that heard you say that the sun created our time, that we don't just use it as a reference point for time. See, this is what you see. All these statements here, they're so pseudo that they're very dangerous.
He want to say, I've been saying he's pseudo all night. Now he's saying I'm pseudo.
No, come on, family. Okay, let's relax.
Hey, no, sis, we good. Hey, sis, I got tough skin.
I know,
we good,
because
sis.
I want clarity.
But you came in here because I was in here.
Right?
Because they don't know you.
In here, and you know I've been on you. You know I've been on you. You've been ducking me though.
I need y'all to work this out.
Hey, family, I know both of y'all. So it ain't nothing to get.
I need y'all to
There are
work
plenty of
this
interviews of why not bigging me up, knowing that I'm smarter than him. So y'all go to my page. You ain't gonna see me calling him teacher. You'll never hear me calling this nigga teacher or chief. But at the end of the day, I don't deal with that. Y'all keep saying, if y'all keep believing that y'all spirit is gonna turn into atoms, when y'all leave here, y'all are dangerous. If y'all believe that the sun created your time, y'all are in a dangerous place.
I don't want y'all talking at each other.
Hey, Devon.
We got family. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this. Family, we got 3 geniuses that's on here, right?
This nigga ain't no scholar.
We got 3 geniuses that's on here.
You don't want to debate though.
No, but
you be running from me, Heavy. You don't want to debate me about nothing.
Debate? You're not worth debating. Like, what are you talking about?
Debated.
Well,
just has
what are you talking about?
See,
you don't have the credentials.
Because you
don't have the credentials, nor the money.
Hey, Devon.
Put up 10,000.
Hey,
put up 10,000 right now. Hey, Devon, I'll send you 10,000 to debate this man.
I ain't ready for this.
Hey, Devon.
Send that girl 10,000.
Wait, all right. I got a question though.
What's the comments asking this brother to define spirit like 10 times, and he still ain't defined.
So what do you believe in?
He know what spirit is, but he having a hard time trying to see what it is.
Did. Okay, but Chief,
what is spirit?
He did explain.
What is spirit?
He did.
No, Devon.
All right, can I explain?
He has great attention. I got stuff for him.
Let me explain what I heard from both of y'all. Right? I'm okay. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, Chief, and I respect you. You know I respect you, but I am leaning more. I'm leaning more on in alignment with Heavy, because
that's cool.
What you're saying is that time, the social construct of time dictates spirit. That's what you're saying. And,
basically.
And
I ain't saying dictate.
Where I'm saying is, I don't see that to be valid when we're of an infinite or an eternal state of being. Even from the sun perspective. Now they'll tell you that the sun dies, right? They'll tell you that there is a death of the sun, but have we truly ever seen the death of a sun, right? They'll tell you, right, that there's a death of a sun, but have we truly ever seen a death of a son? They'll you.
I mean, when they speak about
and that's powerful, Divine, because what you're saying is you're talking about energy never dying. This, and that's a powerful thing. When people tell us that, that when we die, that our spirit becomes atoms, and thinking that the spirit is comprised of atoms, and not just that breath is one of the many manifestations of spirit. Once again, I want to go into that, but because basically what you're giving us is a lot of pseudo, and it's what barbaric people believed and had misunderstandings about our teaching.
That was a pseudo. I gave you linguistics and etymology. I gave you facts, linguistics and etymology. How is it pseudo?
Hold on. All right. Let's take it down a thousand.
Nah, I don't think it's pseudo, because certain things, both of y'all.
Hey, Divine. Hey, Divine.
Yeah.
So, man, goddess, all I want to say, G, you feel me? Man? It's okay, you feel me? It's okay.
I know it's okay, and I understand both of you guys. But as I say, we're here to bring clarity, right? Because on one hand, family, listen to me, Chief. On one hand, we can't say energy doesn't die, right? It transfers, even if it transfers into an atom, which is still energy. And if we still understand the baseline that energy doesn't die, it transfers, then how can spirit die? Even if it transfers, what I'm saying, time cannot constitute energy. Energy trumps time. Energy comes before time. So time does not come. Even if I took your analogy and go in the order of operation, right? There was energy before there was time, right? Time came in a ladder. So which tells me in a descended state of time, the social construct of time, time was put in place for a limited state of time. You can't place limitations on something that is eternal, right? I'm just keeping on the basic level of understanding.
Divine, please listen to me, sis.
Yeah.
I've been saying spirit is infinite all out the life. I never said spirit dies not once. So you have to.
It ends after the sun. After
he said that. See, he keeps going back on things.
Hey, do we know what? So, hey, Divine, real quick. So y'all don't think I'm making this shit up?
No, baby, no. But what we're trying to say
He's
is
gonna give us
that I agree with a lot of what you were saying. You know, it's just
this is
certain things I didn't agree with, and same with other brothers.
This is why we're here. We are here to understand, right? We're here to come to an understanding. But we have to make sense out of what is being said. So what I heard from you is saying that once time is of no more, spirit does not exist. That's what you're saying. That's the end of spirit. That is the end of the infinite aspect of spirit. Because the only way that spirit is infinite is time, because it was manifested in the constructs of time. So when time no longer exists, then the infinite aspect of spirit no longer exists. That's it. It's not eternal. That's what I understood from what you said. Now let me know if I'm right or wrong. Is that what you said?
Infinity means to live forever. Eternal means to be for everlasting. So if to be infinite or to live forever has a time period, then yes, that's what I said. To be eternal. So I wouldn't say the spirit is eternal. I would say it's infinite. Okay, it don't die.
Let's take away time, right?
Yeah.
Let's take away time.
So the soul is eternal because the soul is conscious awareness.
So let me ask you this. Let's say we elevate, right? We elevate an ascended value, right? And time is of no more, right? Even in this physical incarnation. So you're basically saying that we will still be here in the physical, but we take away time, then it will lack a soul. I mean, it will lack a spirit, because the construct of time no longer exists. So let's say you and I are speaking as we're speaking right now, and the illusion of time is no longer present. What that does for the spiritual value of our being, if we no longer have. So are you saying we will no longer have spirit?
You will no longer have, and that's exactly what I'm saying. If the time of the spirit, if the time is up, then the spirit is up. You feel me? Your spirit our spirit will no longer exist. But our soul is eternal. So when you have when you astro traveling, I ain't even gonna get into astro travel because I want to keep it basic. When you dreaming, when you are in a dream, time don't exist. You don't have a spirit in your dream. Your soul, dreams occur when the soul disconnects from the body, not the spirit. Your soul has to leave a body and jumps into the astral body, where it's the body. We have an astral body. We need an astral body to travel to astral planes so we can express our consciousness. We need this physical body to express consciousness in this three-dimensional world. You feel me? Because so that's why we need spirit and soul here, because it's more three-dimensional, it's more physical, more solid. But when we're in the afterlife or in our past life or in dream realm, astral projection, whatever outer body experiencing we have in time don't exist. You feel me? And that's because the soul is not inferior to time. The soul is eternal. It trumps time. It's before and it comes after time. So we have to get an understanding of what eternal means and what infinity means. Infinity, living forever. Eternal, everlasting. Big difference. So when we dreaming, you don't have a spirit because you don't need one. Your soul, which is your mind, conscious awareness, is inside of another body, experiencing life subjectively. And time don't exist. You can be in a daydream. You can be in you could take a quick nap for 45 minutes. It may seem like 6 hours or a whole, like you've been asleep overnight. It's different it's different levels to sleep. You can fall asleep and don't even have a dream. You can fall asleep and have a mild dream. These are like when you're having thoughts while you're sleeping. And then you can fall into like the deepest levels of dream, where you have a deep, deep dream. You're in deep sleep and you forget you're in a dream. You think you live in real life where time don't exist. It's like, because the only reason we have dreams is when the soul disconnects from the body, not the spirit.
So let me ask you, Chief, right? In your truth, does time exist?
Of course, we have a sun. Yes, the sun is rising and setting.
The sun don't rise and set though.
Well, as we perceive it to be, you know, it's as it perceive it, as we perceive it to be, we see the sun at the same time, at the same degree every day. When it switches up, you mentioned something about the death of the sun dies. When they speak about the sun dying or the death of the sun, they speaking about the winter solstice. This occurs December 21st and it lasts for 3 days. And then it resurrects itself on December 25th, raising a degree higher than what it usually rises at. And when it raises that 1 degree, it's in the middle of the Southern Crooks constellation. You feel me? This is plagiarized. This is Christianity plagiarized, you know, Jesus dying and resurrecting in 3 days from this astronomical event. You know, so it's deep. Well, so that's when they talk about the sun died, because the sun stops moving.
It's not that deep.
Stops moving.
See, that's the illusion, to think that the sun is rising, like she said, and setting, and you believe that the sun is actually doing these things. Is a never mind, but I
don't believe it. This is what I see. Like this is how we perceive it to be. So it's very much a reality. It's not a belief.
No. But our ancestors knew.
Okay, so let's say our perception as a collective, because you're saying that this is our perception as a collective. That's how we see it. So, but perceptions can change, right? So, what if our perception changes to a unified concept that the sun doesn't rise, the sun doesn't set, the sun doesn't do anything, the sun doesn't die.
So once the perception changes, then we must adjust our perspective. Once what we see, what we perceive to be changes, then we have to shift our perspective on, you know, the fact of the matter, because what was once true may not be true anymore, because times is always evolving, you know.
Our ancestors a long time ago knew that the sun is not rotating around us or rising and setting. They were aware that the sun was in a fixed position. They were aware that this earth body was the thing that was moving. This is not, you know, and once again, that goes with just your perception doesn't make truth. Truth is truth, and it stands alone without your perception. Because you perceive the sun to be rising and setting, that doesn't mean that's what the sun is actually doing. Any astronomer will tell you that's not what happens. Any person that deals with real science will tell you that's not what happens. And when we say that,
the sun most definitely is not rising and setting, but in my perspective, what I learned from the death of the sun and the winter solstice was from a flat Earth map. So it wasn't like, I agree with what he's saying though, but I don't agree with the sun actually rising and setting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then what do you agree with?
I mean, I understand the depth of the sun, but it's not in the aspect of rotating around the earth. I mean, rotating around like a globe perspective. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if you look at the horizon, it's always flat. It's not curved. You see what I'm saying? If you do the research on if the planet was actually a globe, it makes no sense. You see what I'm saying? it's like these are real scientists who have done the geometric, you know what I'm saying, the calculations, the mathematics on, okay, if the earth's flat, I need to do the calculations on this shit. You see what I'm saying? And just in my opinion, I don't even think the earth flat or round. I think it's more hollow. You know,
I think it's foolish. I think it's foolish to think that that the earth is flat for many reasons.
That's my opinion.
I believe that we are on a plane. This plane of existence, that itself could be flat. The plane of existence that we live on. But to think that this
three-dimensional,
right. But to
it's
think that this
the plane that we own is flat.
Right.
Because you see trees, the trees are not flat like but you know what I'm saying? Like the plane we own walking on, that's a flat surface. Right. You know, but
I'm totally in agreement with that. I'm definitely in agreement with that. Let's go. Did we miss some comments, guys? That other than people just cheering?
I can't wait to see Vegas players, man. That's gonna be something good, man. I can't wait.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through this interview because we missed out on like saying a few things. Did we miss some comments that were worth or questions or anything like from the people?
Nah, I just see one that says each one has its own truth. Yeah, I mean, I understand everybody has its own truth, but we have to understand one time there's going to be a time where we all going to have to sit at the table and bring our ideas together,
right?
To create you see what I'm saying? Right. It can be many different variations, but
they're going to be in my most humblest of opinion, there's going to be many variations because I think that it was built by design for the illusion of separation. But this is why I oftentimes, because I understand that was built by design to keep us in the state of conditioning that we're witnessing now, right? That this is why we need to kind of somewhat take away a lot of the philosophies and start moving from our own internal value or what resonates. Now, this is what I do in terms of hearing all of the conversations. I take what is similar, right? I take what has been said out of there's two stories, and I say what is similar. We both understand that the soul is eternal, right? The debate is about the spirit. But what we are unified on is that energy doesn't die, it transforms, right? We understand the constructs of time, right? That time is an illusion, right? So between the two conversations, these are the things that that we agree. This is what we agree on, right? We have a consensus with, right? So if what Chief is saying about spirit, his way of spirit, if that is an energetic value that was manifested from source, and if energy doesn't die, right? To me, I could not confine it to the hypothesis of time, because we all know that time is an illusion from a descended state in this descended state of being. I could not logically make that sound. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me, because everything else, the majority says something entirely different. It's either we are limited or we are limitless. Now, if you more fall on the illusionary side, then you're going to see more of a limited aspect of being. But if you move more into the spiritual side of self in an ascended value, then you're going to see a limitless side of being. So it's oh my God, this damn light. So it depends where the perception comes into part. If I were to just narrow it down, it depends on where you are at in terms of your perception. Are you more into the illusionary state of understanding, where all the many allegorical stories that are there to keep you in an illusional state or a separational state? Or are you more in alignment to the spiritual side of self, which means that will grow you into the ideology that there is a source that is allocated in a descended value that is still connected and reciprocates back in a loop or oneness back up, which means that it's not disconnected. Because if we all got let's take it this way. If we all got disconnected from source and lights out, let's say, then what, you wouldn't have anything.
So look, sis,
no matter which way we go, if you're moving from an eternal state, as you say, right? Because let's think about it. It's the eternal state that created infinity. So I'm just taking what you're saying. So if you're moving back to infinity, then you're going back to the eternal state, which infinity is connected to.
Okay, I see your perspective. I like how you connected that. That was very clever, and that's very factual too. You feel me? It makes sense. You feel me? So, but I will we know that death is an illusion. You feel me? Energy never dies. It's just transmuted into
You
different
said
aspects.
spirit dies.
I never said that, Heavy. I never said that.
Wait, divine.
Hey, press 1 if y'all heard me say spirit dies. I ain't gonna even finish the statement. Just press 1 if y'all heard me say that.
Oh, my fault. It becomes atoms. It becomes atoms. I'm sorry.
I said spirit is infinite. It's infinite.
Okay, so the reason why Heavy said that it died, because you limited to it. Chief, you limited it to the construct that when time is of no more, then we no longer have spirit. So that eludes that to say that if we moved out of time right now, if we still in this physical state, right? And I asked you, if this now moment with all of us talking right now and time no longer exists, I asked you, would we still have spirit? And you said no. Because you said it's confined into the limitations of time.
Or basically, or not even just time, but just breath.
We know that energy never dies. The body will die. You feel me? But the energy never dies. It's either eternal or infinite. You feel me? Also, we know E equals MC squared. Energy times mass times the speed of light times 2. You feel me? This proves that energy never dies. But however, we talking about spirit, and I've never heard the brothers Heavy explain perspective on what spirit is. What is spirit to you, Heavy?
Oh, I love how you're trying to redirect now, because we still getting on your ass about spirit being breath. You're not getting away from that. And you're not getting away. You see what he... No, we're not going to get away from that.
Let's talk.
No, we're not going to get it. I'm gonna have to kill it in beta slayers, but we not gonna get away from the fact that you went to a Greek definition of spirit and you've limited spirit to just breath. We're not gonna get away from the fact that you limited the spirit to just atoms. We're not gonna get away to the fact that you said that spirit dies and now you're trying to go back on all this stuff. But we got the I'm just gonna be quiet and I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna let your cheerleaders cheer, but they better cheer when I put that shit up.
Hey, let's talk about fuck the beta slayer. I want all the smoke right now, peacefully, G. Let's talk about, because I'm gonna obliterate you the pseudo.
No, but we ain't got. We're here to remember. Family. Let's keep it unified. We are here to remember. We are here to remember, right? We got to find that balance into that process, right? We got to find that balance. And like I said, Chief, I respect you, but I need for you. What I'm saying is, because I want to get what you're saying, right? I want to find the balance with what you're saying. Okay, if it's the all that manifested the breath, right, which is connected to spirit, why are we limiting? Why are we limiting eternal? Right? Why are we limiting eternal? Right, an eternal aspect into a limitation if the all is responsible for the manifestation of breath, right? Let's say the all is responsible for manifestation of spirit and the spirit is responsible for the manifestation of breath, but it still has a source. Why do we call it source, right? If the source is infinite, to manifest something into a state of being.
What is source? Well, I've been meaning to ask you, what is source?
Well, I call it source because I unlike some people, I don't like. Unlike some people, I call it source to all, or something beyond this existence, right? This is because I don't like labels,
because I understand that labels will confuse you. It will keep you from your path of righteousness. And this is what we're going through right now, because everybody is moving from so many different perspectives and so many different stories and narratives. It's hard for us to connect to what truly is, because we're so busy being diverted from all of these diversions and labels and stories and all of these different things. It's taking us away from ourselves. So with me, I'm a minimalist. I try to minimalize all of the external stuff so that I can get to the core of things. So that's just me saying it, that there is a source, a main power source that is infinite in nature, that is creating this that is allowing us to experience this reality, right?
Yeah, I want to redirect that question to Heavy. Heavy, what is, you never told, you saying I'm wrong about spirit and soul, but you never told anybody what your opinion about spirit or soul. What is it? You feel me? I don't see, like, and like, I ain't gonna even ask you, sis, but like, y'all telling me I'm wrong, but y'all never said y'all perspective of what spirit and soul is, because like you say,
I don't think you're wrong. I think I disagree with certain things that you said, but it's like what I try to find is the similarities, because what I'm in my mind, y'all saying the same thing.
When we speak about source is your soul. Your soul is your mind. You are source, which is consciousness. You feel me? Source is you. So if somebody asks me what is source, consciousness, that's the pinnacles of source. The I am, the all, the infinite, the eternal is source. You feel me? And the spirit. Okay. And I prove that real quick. It's not pseudo, because I prove it through linguistics and etymology, not just Greek, Hebrew, Arabic, and Latin. You feel me? And English. So it's not pseudo. It's not pseudo. You feel me? I'm bringing up verifiable facts. And these are
but just hear me. Well, you were asking me a question, but I had the
what is your perspective?
I couldn't hear you.
What is your perspective? What is soul and what is spirit to you?
We go over this every time we go into talking, but I'll just give you the anatomy. But I'll give you the anatomy of spirit once again. Number one, spirit is not just breath, just because they use that word to describe it in the Greek. Okay, all right. So now, and also in other languages. All right. So now let me tell you that spirit is only one of the breath is only one of the manifestations of spirit. Now, what spirit is comprised of, the anatomy of the spirit is will and emotion. Okay. This is what makes up the spirit. This is the anatomy of the spirit, sir.
That's pseudo.
No, but let me finish. We heard about breath. And you probably say that that's just, so is breath oxygen?
Go ahead. You can't.
Okay, so let me finish. Okay, so now why is the anatomy of the spirit your will and your emotion? Because will, what is the importance of will, and what is emotions? Because that's why their emotions are spiritual things manifested, right? So this is how we listen.
Emotions is energy.
No, wait. Listen to the clip.
Emotion.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you guys believe that spirit is merely breath, and that breath is not one of the manifestations of spirit, you are limiting spirit. And I'm not, listen, everyone, wait, time out. Everyone has their own, wait, let me just say this. You got the floor. Wait, let me say this and you got the floor. Okay? All I'm going to say, I know I'm right, but at the end of the day, I just want them to realize that when you limit spirit to breath and just atoms, okay, then you're getting into a dangerous place. You're getting into it, but at the same time, I respect everyone's philosophy.
I concur, and only for the fact, the reason why I concur with Heavy, what sticks out the most is the limited aspect of being, the limitation part of it.
But he's a chief, why not the God? And he's limiting things.
Hey, so again, he's telling me how what I said to be wrong, but this the same person that's having
emotion.
He's having a very hard time explaining what his perspective of spirit is. He's saying,
I literally just told you what spirit was. The anatomy of it. I told you what it's made up of.
Emotion and will. That's pseudoscience. That's the big.
That's not pseudoscience.
It is pseudo.
Pseudo.
Fact, linguistical evidence. You talking? You feel me? Shit that can't even be proven. That's pseudoscience.
You can't prove will. You can't prove emotion.
I can prove that that's not spirit. I can prove that it ain't spirit. That's
I can prove that breath. What you're calling breath.
You don't even know what breath is. What is breath?
And you're trying to you just told us what breath is.
Okay,
it is sad.
Hey, hold on, Divine. I want to see what he know. What is breath?
Okay, but don't say, okay, I'm not telling you how to be because I know you're your own person. But you can't tell a person that they don't know something without
they
them.
don't know it. What if they don't know it?
Because we are not going to agree. Only people from your polygamous tribe are going to believe that spirit is just breath.
What is
That's the only people gonna believe that shit. Science ain't gonna say that spirit is limited to breath. Religion won't say that. Metaphysics won't say that. You are the only person.
I got tough skin. Hopefully Heavy got tough skin. He got tough skin. He a pretty tough brother, G. So he ain't taking offense, G. That's how we talk.
Oh yeah, we're not. Yeah, I'm not.
It's all intellectual. I'll never get on no disrespectful shit with them because it's respect at the end of the day. But just let us do us because this is needed though. Now Heavy, what is breath?
I will say it's needed. What is? But I want to be able to understand and find the balance between the two because that's the only way that we're going to be able to find the level of cohesiveness in all of the other stuff that has been put into place to keep us separated. So
the question. Let me ask you this, Divine. The spirit merely manifests itself to you and to the brother at the bottom. The spirit merely manifests itself in breath.
Can you answer the question, Heavy? I want to see what you know. What is breath? I explained what breath is in detail.
No, you didn't. You said breath was spirit.
No,
that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you literally said that. And spirit is breath. It means breath.
What is breath?
Listen, we can't keep going back on statements that you make, and you keep trying to rewrite your statements.
Hey, Divine.
We can't go anywhere with that. That's what I'm saying. We cannot go anywhere when you keep rechanging what you've said.
Breath is earlier. What is breath?
Let's go. Let's scroll down through the comments. Even your people will agree that you have said that spirit was breath. And they agree with you. They agree with you.
Spirit is breath. Now, what is breath? What is
it is breath. No, spirit is not breath. Breath is a manifestation of spirit.
What is breath?
So this breath is a manifestation of spirit.
Oh, okay.
What part of that don't you get?
Okay,
it is not spirit. It is one of the manifestations of spirit.
I'm starting to realize like I'm all the way up here with it, and you just like down.
Well, I think you might be so heavenly minded that you're no earthly good.
Hey, so
I think you might be so heavenly minded that you are no good for earth.
I'll tell you what breath is. Simply, spirit is breath, and breath is one full inhalation and one full exhalation. I explained this in detail to Divine. I never said, you feel me, breath is this, that, and I said spirit is breath.
This nigga said spirit is inhalation and exhalation, which is breath.
Spirit is breath, and breath is one full inhalation and exhalation.
Okay.
You even know that.
So it's
he said we don't know that breath is inhaling and exhaling.
Let me get clarity. So are you saying spirit is synonymous to breath, or did spirit manifest breath? Which one is it? Is it synonymous to breath, or did it manifest?
I'm saying breath. I'm saying breath manifested the spirit, if anything. Once you took one full inhalation and one full exhalation, that created spirit. Spirit means breath. Breath means inhalation, to breathe. You feel me? So at the same time, what made you inhale and exhale? This is your soul, consciousness.
All right, so if you move deep from within, let's take away what you've been told. Right. And if you move deep from within, let's take away what you've been told. Deep from within, if you tap within yourself, you feel that breath is spirit, or do you feel that spirit is a whole being that has been manifested from I'll say source, right? Which one do you resonate with in your being? Your being, Chief. What do you resonate with?
This what I know Nobody ever told me this. This the information that I've accumulated, and this what life is showing me. Spirit is breath. Now, however, I will quickly say, I'm saying spirit is breath, but I'm asking you guys to tell me what spirit is. Y'all saying I'm wrong, so I'm asking y'all, what is spirit?
My interpretation of spirit is a manifestation for us to have in this dissensional state of being that is connected to source, that is infinite, that is eternal in nature. It is eternal because it comes from an eternal force. It comes from an eternal source, right? The manifestation from spirit, yes, is breath. Even in the doctrine of the Bible, there was spirit, and then the Spirit of God entered, and then breath came as a lower manifestation. So it's a dissensional value. It's a dissensional energetic value from spirit. That's what resonates with my being. Now, when I make the connectional value of spirit, I still connect the value to an etheric or eternal state of being, and spirit is not limited. Because anything that is connected to source, you cannot place any limitation to it. I call it source just for the sake of it. It's not limited. So when the part that kind of perplexes me with the way you understand it, Chief, is that you're saying that once time, which we all will agree is an illusionary state of being, right, is of no more, then that means that spirit is no longer valid. And that is where that's perplexing, because I know there's a knowing that knows that it's all interconnected. It's just a manifestation from something that is higher, that is still connected just for this value, for this experience. So it's hard for me to say that spirit can't exist when time no longer exists, when the value of spirit trumps the illusion of time.
Let me ask you something. Do our ancestors, are they spiritual beings now?
So again,
but do you understand what I'm saying, Chief? You see where I'm going with this? It has to make spiritual sense to me. It has to make.
Definitely understand your perspective. However, not even you, Heavy saying this is pseudoscience, but I'm giving them, I'm providing evidence, hard fact from that substantiate the claims I make. Now he's telling us that you're wrong, Chief. Why not? That's pseudoscience. Spirit is willpower, and what else is will and something else.
That is the physical anatomy. That is the physical anatomy.
I was listening very carefully.
These are what the spirit. I can tell you what I said. You want me to repeat it? Oh, go ahead. You can, Bill. Go ahead, Bill.
Go ahead. I want you to mix up your words.
Right. So what I said is that just like everything has a body, there's a soul, body, spirit has a body, and it has an anatomy. It's made up of things. What you are saying is that spirit is breath. What I'm going to tell you is that when a person, quote unquote, dies, your ancestors are still spiritual. They're not breathing. I need for you to explain how your ancestors' spirits can still be summoned, can still be felt, can still be experienced, but yet they are not breathing.
Okay, this is so. First and foremost, we're gonna get to that, Heavy. We're gonna get to that because that's easy. I don't even want to just knock that out the park and be like, we done. But however, though, you feel
just knock it out, we keep going on, so we keep moving.
You can't prove to me your claim of what spirit means. I mean, of what spirit is. You can't prove that. I have to believe you when you say spirit is willpower. You feel me? I have to believe you. You
don't have to believe me. You're manifesting stuff.
You don't got to believe.
You don't have to believe that. Why do you believe that? When you drive, what is?
You ain't got.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I say spirit is breath because I'm producing evidence to substantiate. How can you prove that spirit is what you say it is? I prove it. You feel me? Prove it is what you say it is. Have
So you want me to prove that spirit is connected to how it is connected to emotion?
No.
And how it like what are you asking? Because I've already proven that it's not breath. That breath is one of the manifestations of it.
This is what I'm asking you. Just like I stand firmly when I say spirit is breath. I ain't say spirit is connected. Spirit is breath. So I'm asking you, what is spirit? Not what it's connected to, not what is not spirit. What is spirit? Without all the extra shit, because you dancing. You feel me? You dancing around what spirit is.
There has not been any dancing.
So what is spirit? Again.
So once again, I'm going to explain to you what spirit is, okay? Because spirit is the enactor of the forces. It is the creative energies that we are, okay? Now, how does it manifest itself? How does spirit manifest itself? Okay, now in the physical world, it first manifests itself through these anatomical things, all right? The trinity of things, all right? Now it will also manifest itself through the actions, and these actions are driven by will. These actions are driven by emotions, and you complete these acts through breath by actually doing, walking, praying, breathing. This is a part of that. So now, once again, the energies, the conduit to which you are using these energies is spirit. That is what it is. It is not breath. Spirit is the conduit by which you manifest. That's what it is. Now, if you want to limit it to breath,
can you prove
then
that's pseudo?
No, that isn't pseudo. And see, you keep saying it's pseudo because science.
Because you can't prove it. I can prove to you why I say it.
Bro,
you can't prove me.
I prove it by my existence. I prove it. Listen, I prove it by my existence. I prove it by my kids being here. I prove it by my works. I prove it by my words. I prove it by my being. That's what it is. I will these words. I will my actions. Okay. You see, that is me. That is me creating. That is my creation. You see what I'm saying?
You need believers behind you. We have to believe.
No, there's no believing. You don't have to believe me because you're responding to what I'm saying. And by my will and by my sheer will, I'm speaking these words that you are responding to.
I'm not. That ain't good enough. If I would have said spirit is breath.
That ain't no. See, it's not. It doesn't have to be good enough for you. But the fact that you're seeing it manifested before you, you don't have to believe it.
That's why
you don't have to believe it.
Up here, and motherfuckers like. You gotta leave belief systems alone.
See, no. You think the sun's up here, so your concept of directions is even off. You actually think we're up or down. You actually think we below or around.
These beliefs.
You don't even understand the concept of all encompassing.
Once the mind gets scrambled up, it's hard to become untangled, like a Rubik's cube. You'll never want to let the mind get that scrambled in belief systems. Why I try? We don't believe it. Mine don't get scrambled. You see, it's not an egg. It doesn't get scrambled. Man. Like this is what I'm once again, guys, y'all gonna have to tell me with the pseudoscience where in the fuck are y'all ancestors that y'all keep talking about and praising because they ain't breathing. Okay, but they exist.
They ain't breathing.
They still exist. So if you saying they not exist,
but you just said spirit was breath.
If you saying they don't exist, then that means you saying that ain't an
No, you're saying that by nature of your explanation of spirit, they can't exist.
You muted, sis. You muted.
We don't hear you. We know what you're saying, so we gonna be quiet. But we know you're muted. We don't hear you.
You muted. You muted. Yo. You muted.
Sorry.
Girl, you gave a whole spiel.
Do our ancestors die? Right? That's in the spiritual realm or in the spirit. Do they die once time ends? Because time is going to end. Time doesn't exist, right? So my answer be this: does our end is once there is our perception of time no longer exists, is that the end of the ancestors who are in spiritual form?
I can answer that. And the answer is no. Your ancestors don't die because you never die.
He said that spirit dies.
If you never died, then how does your ancestors die? You are not your spirit. You are an eternal soul. The spirit is infinite. You are not the spirit, Joe. You only utilize the spirit to maneuver through this physical vessel. You don't need spirit to exist. You are eternal soul. Your ancestors does exist when they die, because you never die. You are an incarnated version of your ancestors. You've been here many a time, and you will always come back and experience life so you can express your consciousness.
Now, Divine, am I wrong, or did I hear him say that spirit dies?
Absolutely.
What he said is that in the absence of time.
Yes or no, Divine? Did I say spirit dies?
In the absence of time, spirit is no longer needed, basically, is what he said. I'm not messing with you, Heavy, but that's what you said, Chief. That's what you said. In the absence of time, spirit no longer needed.
So sis, real quick, sis. You know I fuck with you, though. So besides all of us have been indoctrinated. Let's flip mind for a minute of what we've been taught. Now, you look at life. When I break down the dream, I ain't even going to astral projection. I can go into astral projection and make it and prove that time don't exist. But when you're dreaming and you're in the astral planes, when you're dreaming, you just astral project to astral project.
So are you saying that spirit is only limited to the physical state of being? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Your soul, when you're dreaming, that's not your spirit. You don't need a spirit in the dream astral plane. In the afterlife, you need a spirit. That's the only thing you need. You feel me? To express.
So you're saying that the spirit is not active in a dream state?
The spirit is not, because the spirit is still in the body.
When you're saying that spirit was only manifested for this state of being?
So when you dreaming, and when dreams occur, hey, Heavy, mute up, because that's loud as hell, bro. Dreams occur when the soul disconnects from the body and gets inside of another body, which is your astral body, to travel to astral planes. Now, the soul, which is the mind, disconnected from the body, controlling another body. The spirit, which is the breath, never left the body. Why? Because when you're sleeping, your body still has breath. You're still breathing. So the spirit stays in the body while you're sleeping. And then but the soul disconnects from the body, and you feel me, connects to the astral body, which the spirit is not needed. You don't have a spirit in the astral planes. It's only in three-dimensional, this physical world, because we need it's a part of density. It's a part of density. You feel me? The atomic levels of life. This is the true anatomy of spirit or breath. He said the anatomy of spirit is will and this and that and the other. But truthfully, it's the atomic levels of life. That is what make up spirit. So that will be the anatomy of spirit, which is air. Or what is air? Air is the space that holds the atomic levels of life, which is hydrogen atoms, oxygen atoms, carbon, nitrogen. All these atomic levels of life make up the air space. Oxygen exists within air, two different things. Breath is only created once you inhale and exhale. You didn't have spirit before the inhalation. You inhaled and exhaled through consciousness. You feel me? Soul, awareness.
Why not? Let me ask you something. So when you were in your mother's womb and you weren't breathing, you weren't inhaling and exhaling, you had a spirit. Explain, or did you not have a spirit when you were in your mother?
Well, if you breathe, you have a spirit. If you breathe, if you're not breathing, you don't have a spirit. This is forget the indoctrination. I'm talking about when you.
No, not giving indoctrination. Just hear me. When I ask a question, just hear me. Just let me say this. When I ask you a question, get out of debate mode. just get out. Yeah, you're too defensive. Get out of debate mode. The reason why I'm saying this is so you can elaborate on what you're saying, and it gives a full interpretation of what you're saying.
Go ahead.
No, that's all I want. I asked what I was saying. So do you believe when a person is a child and he's getting assistance with breath, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, to that effect, do you believe that there's a spirit? Okay, and do you believe before the breath, before someone is breathing, that there is no spirit? Because once again, what I'm hearing is you keep tying spirit to merely breath. And I can give examples of how spiritual things exist that don't breathe.
Okay, I'm gonna answer the question. So the question was, do I believe that his baby don't have spirit while it's in the womb, even though it's being it's being helped, assisted to giving breath? First and foremost, why not? And I don't believe shit. Either I know it or I don't know. Belief don't require effort.
Oh, so here comes the knowledge.
This is what I know. This is fact, truth. If a baby is getting breath from his mother, then spirit exists. The baby is getting spirit from his mother, is giving him spirit, because spirit is breath. So yes, the baby has a spirit. It's receiving breath, which is spirit from the mother. Yes, I would say yes. Now, if the baby is not breathing and it's not inhaling and exhaling, the baby don't have a spirit and it's not gonna make it. You feel me? So, but it's deep, because like when we discussing, like, so what would you say, Divine? Do you say you dream with your spirit and soul, or with your just soul, or with your just spirit? Because the spirit never leaves the body when sleep, because if so, we would stop breathing. The spirit stays in the body because the body still has breath. The soul disconnects from the body, which is the mind, consciousness, awareness. You feel me? Disconnects from the body and takes control of another astral body. Spirit is not required.
That's what I'm hearing from you. You're saying that spirit is a soul manifestation to exist in this limited state of being. That's what I'm hearing. And once we move out of the limit